Hello, and welcome to the First Kingdom Address. Today we shall be talking to you about what these videos will be, as well as addressing how the kingdom works, how you can make money in the kingdom, as well as the various jobs required for the kingdom to function. To start us off, let me just take a minute and explain exactly what these videos are for. These videos are where the admirals, Admiral Tyler Darkcaster and Co-Admiral Broderick Crusher, will
Hello.
address the entire kingdom and talk about current conflicts, issues, and information pertaining to the kingdom. These videos will be used by the Admiralty to address all members within the kingdom about many pressing issues regarding the kingdom.
Alright. The Royal Navy is going through a transition phase. With this transition, the Royal Navy will no longer actually be the Royal Navy, and will rather be the Kingdom. This transition to the Kingdom will allow for many things, and allow for many more roleplay opportunities, as well as giving us more freedom to do things that can make the overall faction happier, as well as potential money sources for new members.
Okay?
Am I going to grab the
Now,
next paragraph?
now I will speak to you about the inner workings of the kingdom. I will be talking about the ranks, what ways you can make money within the kingdom, as well as explaining each department in detail. To start with, I will tell you about the 3 departments within the kingdom. These departments include the military, logistics, economics, and engineering.
And it looks like Devon just teleported in and photobombed. Anyways, the military. This will continue to be the Royal Navy, and they represent our most brave and noble souls who fight to protect and defend the kingdom's assets, allies, and most importantly, our people. The Navy will be subsplit between the main branch and other teams, including our recently formed anti-terrorist task force in collaboration with the IA. The military will patrol the kingdom territory and destroy any enemy ships, while valuing allies and their citizens above all else. This does mean that in engagement, they will protect your ships before going after enemies. So we will also take offensive and defensive actions, military, against the kingdom's enemies, as well as conducting regular training exercises on the build server. These exercises will strengthen the Navy and leave us prepared for whatever task lies ahead.
Okay. The logistics and economics branch will make up the organs of the Royal Navy. Members within this branch will produce income for the kingdom, as well as organize the transport of supplies for purposes of war, as well as engineering projects and ship construction. This department will also organize how much funding each of the other departments will receive to perform its active responsibilities. The department will issue merchant contracts to members to produce income for the kingdom. The department will also take note of what ships are built and how much ammunition each ship has.
Alright. So, to start off engineering, a quote from me back when I was but the head engineer. Trust me, I'm an engineer. The engineering department will develop new designs for both military and civilian use. Now, they are friendly, and so long as they aren't being overworked, they should be quite accommodating of your particular needs. Remember, this department is the anvil of the kingdom. They comprise of engineers who strive for excellence, whether those be tight and efficient designs for the military, or the cozy ship you call home. It's up to civilian contractors to do the bulk of the mass construction. This is actually our first new thing that our new cadets, among others, will be able to do. You can engage for your fair share of the profits of the cost of making the ship, help build the ship, which will greatly speed up production and be a great opportunity economically, and just for something to do on the server for our members.
Okay, now to talk to you about the ranks within the kingdom. You start off as a civilian, and will only rank up after filling out the Royal Navy recruitment form on the Airship Pirates engine forums. Now to go on to explain what a civilian is. A civilian is anyone within the kingdom, regardless of rank, department, anywhere. if you're in the Royal Navy and or the Kingdom of Lanier, you are a civilian. Now, having a higher rank will grant you more opportunities, of course. But every rank has civilian opportunities. This will allow anyone within any other rank, branch, or rank to do other jobs from other branches.
Yes. And while we do have our military ranks fairly set at this point in time, the civilian ones are still completely up for figuring out, and we will figure them out at a later date. The most impressing ranks, though, as civilian ranks won't really... They matter, but they're not urgent. We will figure those out eventually. But the current military ranks are structured much differently and much more realistically than they currently are, as, well, we're also not exactly big fans of certain server terrorists using similar ranking systems as us. It kind of sucks, actually. Uh, so now, Ensign will be the base rank, which will do most of the running. Well, they're our newest recruits in the military portion itself. Lieutenants are now the next rank up, rather than being effectively the fleet commanders that they are now. And commanders then represent what lieutenants used to be, and captains have a commander or commanders under them, and are effectively of officer rank. And to the SHSF, they would be on the board of captains, or to the IA, the board of captains, right? So we'll explain that at a later date, but it'll effectively be just a little council to discuss things where the admirals will take into account anything that is brought up militarily by the captains, as well as any other high position civilians that we will figure out.